We're here today with Christopher Adams from MICROS Australia. Welcome, Christopher.
Thank you.
Tell us a bit about some of the trends you're noticing in the industry.
One of the biggest ones we're seeing is around mobility. So the traditional online ordering, but also with customer loyalty, customer engagement, the gamification, if you will, of that brand relationship. So it's not just now about the transaction, but it's all about how can you engage with that brand, both when they're in the store or before they even come into the store. That's probably the biggest we're seeing from the consumer side. But also that mobility going into the world of payments. So PayPal, Apple Beacon, a lot of those retail type initiatives, if you will, we're seeing coming into the QSR market, which is really changing the shape of how things work now.
How is MICROS responding to some of these trends?
So we started getting involved in, I guess, the consumer side of the technology around 4 years ago when we worked with Pizza Hut for their online ordering. And that's expanded a lot for us to not only be able to do the online ordering side, but also to handle the whole suite. So the loyalty, the gamification. So we've invested a lot of time and money in our data centers. What we found is not only can you have a great product, but it needs to be able to stand up to the volume. A pizza chain on a Friday night putting 50% of their orders through online, you need to make sure that it works. And that's where a lot of our time and investment's gone.
What do you see as some of the most important trends and why?
The biggest trend we see coming to fruition is cloud computing. Yes, it's been around for a long time, but getting it to a point where it can run across multiple brands, multiple stores and multiple geographies, it's not as easy as it seems. And we've spent a lot of time making sure that regardless of the type of operation, the size of the operation, that cloud computing can deliver to the end user. So we're seeing a lot of the brands consolidate, and as they're bringing on a lot of new stores or new brands or new chains, they need to be able to respond quickly. And cloud computing allows you to open up new stores very fast. You don't have the on-site servers, you don't have the infrastructure, which really gives a much more rapid deployment for our customers.
Which QSRs do you think are doing this well at the moment?
Definitely in the QSR space, we've got some customers like Pizza Hut who've been doing it for a long time, but are constantly re-evaluating and evolving what they're doing in that space. And you're seeing that trend, push up numbers from 20% of online orders to 50, 60%. And we think they're doing it very well. Other guys who are innovating well, such as Guzman and Gomez, who not only bring the online ordering, but a very, very important loyalty part with their Gomex card. The gamification, great to see Donut King and our partners Gruden launch their app late last year. We're seeing also a lot that we'd like to borrow from the retail space. I've always been a fan of Apple and what they do when it comes to payments. And I think we'll see that very simple, very mobile payment method come into QSR soon. And like we've done with PayPal and again our friends at Guzman and Gomez, we really think that mobility teamed up with the payments is going to make the whole QSR experience much more different.
So tell us what trends you're noticing in the tablet space and how's MICROS responding?
We've seen a lot of interest, obviously, ever since the iPad came out. We've been a little slower than others to get a tablet solution to market, mainly because we wanted something, one, that worked, two, could take the volume, but also something that looked nice. So we just launched 6 months ago our M tablet, which is a proprietary tablet that sits on a really sexy base that hides all of the cables, the power cords, etc. We are finding it's an interesting space of how people are actually going to use the tablets. So we have a customer at the moment that's using it for queue busting, and they're seeing the whole experience of the customer really improving. They're able to take the order well before the customer arrives for pay and collect, and they're also seeing the volume of those orders go up. So more orders going through, but also the customer experience far improved.
Thanks for your time today with QSR Media.
Thank you very much.